I've been very grateful to Andrew for his daily recaps, as well as to Brian and recently several others who have joined in. I've learned a lot from them, so I'm sending this recap of mine over to pay it forward. I've been trading live with real money for about 2 weeks after 3 months in the DAS Trader simulator. Those 3 months were definitely worth their weight in gold, and that preparation in the simulator was really important. That being said, I knew that nothing was going to prepare me psychologically for trading with real money other than doing it and starting with small positions. I knew it was going to be difficult, but however difficult I thought it was going to be, it's been 10 times harder. But I'm staying patient with myself and being persistent, and it's going well. And right now my goal is not to hit a particular dollar amount per day or a percentage of my account, but just to identify and execute the patterns I'm most comfortable with, keep my stop losses very tight, and to maintain my awareness and equanimity. And anyway, on to my two trades from today. SBUX was not on my Trade Ideas Gappers watch list, but it was mentioned in several pre-market email newsletters that I scan, like Benzinga and CNBC, that it sold off a bit after the executive chairman announced his resignation. I took a look and there was some activity in the pre-market that was picking up, and I really liked the daily chart, especially these really sharp levels here that were all going to be in range if the stock did sell off, which is what it did. So as you can see at the open, the volume really picked up and it just took a nosedive. The order flow was great. Right now it's a little slower in the afternoon. The spread was ideal. It was just 1 cent. The stock was not on short selling restriction. And I've had good experience trading SBUX in the past on the simulator. It tends to react pretty straightforwardly. So I took the opening range breakdown here with my stop loss being very tight. I really wasn't going to let it go past me in the other direction. I would have exited at break even. If it had done that, I would have figured it was bouncing back from the sell-off, and I wouldn't have wanted to be in there. But it went down steadily, as you can see, without any real heartache. It ticked up a little here, but wasn't near testing my entry. So as you can see here, I have a couple of those daily levels marked on the 5-minute. As it approached the first level, I covered half a little early just in case it didn't actually touch that level. But it did, and then it plunged straight through it, and I realized we were headed for the next level, so I covered more after we got through that level. And then the remaining 25 shares I covered when it seemed pretty clear that we were bouncing back. So very clean and as low stress as can be. I took 100 shares and I made $56 on that. I did take one other trade right at the beginning on Twitter. Occasionally I will jump in right at the open if stock breaks its pre-market high or low and seems to have a good momentum doing that. When I do that, I'm really scalping. I don't want to hold it for too long because it can really whip back around quickly, and I've been on the wrong end of that on occasion. I did take this move on Twitter. This was the pre-market high was here, but I kind of chickened out. I only took 50 shares. Twitter has been difficult for me to trade. It tends to be very choppy, and so I just took 50 in case it made a huge move up just to have a little piece of that. But as soon as it looked like it was stalling, and on the 1 minute you can also see that here, I just exited, and I'm happy that I did because it just went straight down after that. So I'm happy with how I executed this one, even though, minus commission, I only made $1 or so. But so that was it for today. I hope this was helpful, and thanks again to Andrew and the rest of you.